We're joined today by Tino Guglielmo, Managing Director of Bass Oil. Tino, thanks for your time.
David, good to be here.
Shareholders love assets that make money, and they love money that helps fund growth. You've got two assets that are making money. Can you talk about those?
Yeah, thanks, David. We're very, very fortunate in that we're producing 400 barrels of oil a day now out of our assets in Indonesia and our Cooper Basin assets. Our Indonesian assets, we've just signed an agreement to extend the life of them beyond July 2025 for 10 years, and we'll talk a bit more about the impact of that. And our Cooper Basin assets, one of our core strategies is picking up late life assets, re-lifing them. When we picked them up, there were 65 barrels of oil a day, and now they're doing 130, and we have plans to increase it from there. So it's giving us good free cash to fund our overheads and our growth initiatives in the north.
Talk about growth initiatives. Cooper Basin is clearly an area of focus. What's the plan?
Yeah, what we're looking to do is we can grow our producing assets, as I mentioned. We've got some plans to test some zones that have previously been untested and undeveloped, and that will be one of our focus areas through 2024. But the key focus for the rest of 23 is in our northern acreage, which is prospective for gas. And gas is a very, very important resource at the moment. And we're planning to test a well that was discovered in 2003 that was never tested. However, it was drill stem tested. It was never production tested is what I meant. It was drill stem tested at nearly 10 million cubic feet a day. And with the advent of 3D seismic and some mapping we've done, we see a significant upside, and that's our entry into the gas market. That's the big news for us for the rest of this year.
What's the plan in Indonesia? The granting of the extension of the licence there is important. What does it allow you to do?
Yeah, that's a great question, David. Indonesia is an interesting place to do business as a small cap. It has been a challenge, but the granting of the extension of this licence has done a couple of things for us. The field at the end of the licence, as I mentioned, was July 25. The field would still have been producing at the end of the licence, but we were not able to book the reserves for that production because, of course, we didn't own it. That 10-year extension will result in a significant increase in our reserves. You'll find that we'll be converting at no cost, converting contingent resources to reserves. And quite recently, we've seen some upside to the west of our main field there, and it'll allow us to exploit that upside with the additional tenure and the resources that we'll be able to discover will be able to be produced because we've got an extra 10 years on the licence.
Do you open your eyes to M&A opportunities?
We are always looking for other late life assets to re-life, and at some point in the future M&A will become a focus for us, but we're not in that market at the moment.
Producing cash, growth opportunities ahead, exciting times ahead for Bass and its shareholders. Tino, thanks for your time.
David, thanks for having me.